Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard, Cisneros, at your service. Today I will be reading the October 27th Facebook post and making a few comments on it, and I trust it will assist both of us on our journeys. Here we go. Experiencing more happiness in your everyday life. To assist in creating a happier life, practice letting go of your defenses against those things you think do not make you happy. If everything that is occurring in your life is there to assist you into moving into a higher level of consciousness, and by coming into a higher level of consciousness you realign with the truth within, then happiness will naturally be an extension and expression of this realignment. Thus, what is making you unhappy is not really that thing in and of itself. What is making you unhappy is your belief that that thing is not useful to your growth and development. What is making you unhappy is your lack of realization that you, your highest self, has brought that situation into your life to help you move into a higher level of consciousness, and thus into a higher level of happiness. And thus today, let us practice not feeling that thing with our negative thinking. Instead, let us offer gratitude. Be grateful for all those things that currently do not make us happy. As we do, their illusionary control power over us will diminish, and we will start to see it for what it truly is, a stepping stone that is helping us reach a higher level of peace and happiness in our lives. Our true nature is to be happy and to be at peace. We are God's source's creation. God sources love, and therefore we are love. And some of love's expressions are kindness, generosity, happiness, peace, joy, compassion, forgiveness. All these are the truth within us. And therefore when we are expressing this, the truth within us, then we have peace and we have joy and we have happiness and we're following our passions. This is our truest essence. This is what we came here to remember, and then to shine a light so that others may remember the truth in them. Now the ego has programmed us to believe in many ideas, many illusions that block this awareness to the truth within us. They can be called many things, such as anger, regret, resentment, jealousy, stress, anxiety, frustration, numerous illusions. But if they're not part of our true essence, then they're not real. They're illusions. For all is love, and there's no opposite to love. There's a true essence, and our true essence is all, and so there's no opposite to all. The opposite of all is nothing. The opposite of all is illusion. And within the illusion, there's numerous little games the ego plays to block our awareness to our peace and happiness. And so when we have an illusion, let's call it anger and judgment. We have anger and judgment towards a brother and sister for what they look like, say, or do. We're having judgment towards them because what they look like, say, or do does not fit into what the ego has taught us is real, and has taught us is our journey. And so the ego has us think that if other people do not fit into our journey, into our way of thinking, then we have to be in defending ourselves in this way of thinking. Because if we do not defend our way of thinking, then we will be damaged or hurt in some way. But you cannot be hurt by illusions. You can be hurt if you think the illusion is real, and then that could quote unquote hurt you, and therefore you can have judgment and anger because of that. But when you see the illusion as an illusion, then there's no need for judgment, anger, hatred, etc. When you see that your brothers and sisters' journeys are sacred just like yours are, because we are all one. And so if your journey is sacred, then so too are theirs. But the ego has decided that we're not one, that we're separate. And so it has us look at our bodies instead of our souls, instead of our journeys. instead of our true essence. And so it has us on a constant defense against our brothers and sisters. And therefore there's no peace when that happens. There's no peace or happiness when you have to defend yourself against the world the whole day. There's just anger, judgment, stress, anxiety, etc. And so obviously you will not find happiness and peace thinking in that manner. Now nobody is to blame for us believing in the illusion as real. They simply were taught that the illusion was real, and so that's what they taught us. But little by little, we have experienced it long enough to figure out that there must be a better way. That judgment, anger, stress, anxiety, confusion, hatred cannot be the way. Because when we experience these illusions, when we put our time, energy, and focus into them, we start to notice that this and this is not the same. Our truest essence and the illusions are not the same. So why are we supporting some illusion that it's only hurting us? Because we know we're all one. So if we're judging and having anger towards our brothers and sisters, we're really having judgment and anger towards ourselves. So we are hurting ourselves by believing in this. So we cannot continue to hurt ourselves over and over again forever. Little by little, as we become more and more self-aware, we start to see that this is not us. That we're much more than this. This is simply an illusion. This is not real. We know that peace of mind, or that we deserve peace of mind, joy, compassion, kindness, love, self-love, self-worth. Because what is happening when you're believing in the illusion? You're blocking your awareness to your true self. And what is that symbolic of? It's symbolic of you're believing that you're not worthy of your true self. So you're saying, I'm not worthy of seeing the peace, the joy, the happiness, the compassion within me. And so I view the illusion onto my brother and sister and try to separate myself from the illusion, but I can't, because that is impossible, because your brother and sister and you are one. And so today, let us not judge this illusion. Let us remember that every single step on our journey is going to help us move to a higher level of consciousness. And the higher we go, the more in alignment we are with the true essence, with the God within, with the love within. And so even this illusion that the ego would have you say, once you decide that this cannot be you, the ego will still have you say to yourself, well, you're not spiritual enough, or you're not good enough, or you're not worthy enough because you believed in that as real. And so first the ego has you try to buy into the illusion, and then it has you try to judge yourself for the illusion that you're buying into. And so you see the ego it's an illusion, but it's insane. But it's okay, because that buying into that for so long, that in itself, because the ego is self-destructive, is going to make us realize that this is not really us, that we don't really need this. That if we were to offer our brothers and sisters our truest essence, the forgiveness, the kindness, the compassion within us to them, we will see that their journey is as sacred as ours. And so today, let us offer gratitude that we have the wisdom to see that this is not real, that the illusion is not real. And even when we're buying into the illusion, let us offer ourselves gratitude that we have the wisdom to know that we are simply buying into an illusion of ourselves as real. And so if we're in the state of peace and joy, which is our truest essence, or if we're even in the state of illusion, but we're realizing that we're in the illusion, we're offering gratitude. So we're in the state of love or in the state of gratitude. Because the more we see this illusion, the more we realize that we do not want it, that it has no more use for us. We start to release it. We start to see that our brothers and sisters, once we release it, we start to see our brothers and sisters and us are one. And when we see that we are one, there's no more need to defend ourselves against the world, against our brothers and sisters. And when we do not need to defend against our brothers and sisters, when we do not need to put up some shield to protect us against them, we let it go. We let the shield go. We're released from those illusions. And a state of peace results. And what else but gratitude and joy can you experience in a state of peace? If you know that every situation during your day is really gifted to us, to remember who we truly are. What else but gratitude can we have for every single moment and every single individual who participated in those moments? And when we're in the state of gratitude, we're in the state of peace, we're in the state of joy, we experience more and more happiness. Because we're grateful for our brothers and sisters for helping us remember that the illusions are not real. We're grateful that they have the free will to experience their journeys exactly as they need to realign with the truth within them. We're grateful that we're able to spend less and less time in the illusions. We're grateful that we can see the illusions for what they are, that we have the wisdom to see that. We're grateful that when we put down these illusions, we are teaching ourselves that we are worthy of achieving this peace and aligning once again with this peace, with this joy, with this happiness within, with this compassion, with this forgiveness within. We're worthy of it. We're worthy. No matter what, we're worthy. And we have always been worthy. It's simply that we bought into the illusion for a little while. We bought into the illusion that we were not worthy of seeing these things in us because we didn't see them in our brothers and sisters, because our brothers and sisters and us are one. So when we don't see it in them, we don't see it in us. But that was simply an issue of self-worth. It was an illusion. It was something that we bought as real because our friends, family, peers, society simply taught it to us as real. But that's okay. They were simply taught us as they were taught. And so now today we know that every moment is indeed a gift. That every moment is an opportunity to shine our light, to shine our joy. And when we do, our brothers and sisters will remember somewhere within them that they too are worthy of this joy. That they too are worthy of peace and happiness. And little by little we become a greater and greater light to this world. By simply being our truest self, by simply being aligned with our true essence, by simply being the love that we truly are. And that is all we're asked to do. That is it. Simply be our own light. Simply be our light. And express our joy, our peace, our compassion, our forgiveness, in whatever way fits us best. Our passions. So simply express the truth within you in whichever way fits you best. And nothing but happiness can come from that. Nothing but joy can come from expressing your true essence. The truth within you. The truth within us all. And so let's align with that today. Let's align with the energy of joy, of happiness, of peace. Let's practice aligning ourselves with that. And let's practice dropping our self-judgments, our beliefs in the ego's illusions. And let's remember that every moment is a gift that we're offering ourselves, regardless of how the ego has painted it. And offer gratitude for that. For what else can we really offer for that? Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you would be so kind as to like, comment, or share the video, it would help with the listing process, and it might help somebody find this video someday who might be able to use it. If you'd like to leave me a question or a comment, I will be delighted to try and offer a response. And if you can please subscribe to my YouTube videos, I would love to have you in this community. Again, thank you for your time. I love you very much, and God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.